decided to put a nice little bet on Real Madrid to win this weekend.
You bloody dumbass, that was a schoolboy error.
Put a decent little bit amount of money on Real Madrid to win. Come on. You're good for Real Madrid. I believe in you. You just can get the W this weekend, and so I can get a little bit more money. What? No. No. Hell no, they didn't lose. They lost. Are you fucking serious? No freaking way. Did they just lose to Girona? No. 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 Hell no. Fuck this crap. Oh dear. All the girlfriend's not going to be happy that I spent her money on putting a bet on Real Madrid getting beat. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done?
It's time to stop!
Don't laugh at me, Amanda. This is a serious problem. What is up, everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood natural here, and we're back again with the football impact. And in this week's installment, because the Premier League decided to take a week off, and the FA Cup is pretty much talked about, even though there's not for me to talk about in the FA Cup. The major teams win. There wasn't any shock, so who gives a f***, to be honest. But there was a lot of shocks in other leagues this weekend, and we're going to start off in La Liga, and it's Real Madrid against Girona and Real Madrid. Just when you think things are going to go in a nice little place, in a nice little button, they're all in really good form, they're all playing well. They beat Atletico Madrid last week, up in confidence. Yes, they were terrible against Ajax in the Champions League, but they got the result, and they still got the win. And then they play against Girona, and I thought, you know what, I'd put a bet on Real Madrid to win this weekend. Never. Here's a top tip for you, ladies and gentlemen, in the world. Never bet on Real Madrid. Now, it's one of the worst Real Madrid teams I think I've ever seen in a long time. They can't score goals. Their top goal scorer is Sergio fucking Ramos. And he's a centre back, for goodness sake. I mean, what the hell would we say of Real Madrid? They were 1-0 up against Girona. You thought, okay, good header from Casemiro. He's been in the goals recently. He got a really good goal against Atletico Madrid last week. And you thought, okay, Real Madrid, just get the second goal and kill the game off. Didn't happen. It never looked like scoring the second goal. And to be honest, Girona played very well. They actually deserved to win the game. They had some big chances. Girona had some really good chances. Courtois made some decent saves. But Sergio Ramos. Sergio. What are you doing, mate? Girona got back in the game thanks to a penalty because Sergio Ramos thought it was basketball, not football he was playing. To be honest, he's been a lost cause for Real Madrid for so long this season. He's had so many red cards, so many yellow cards, so many errors this man has done this season. I'm surprised he's even in the team. The only reason why he's in the team is he's the damn captain. But he gave away a penalty. It was a really good finish from Sturani. He's been really in the goals this season. And actually, to be honest, I think he has been Granola's top goal scorer, which goes to show Granola, if they didn't have him, would have been bottom of the league right now. A couple minutes later, Marcelo in no man's land. He had a shocking game, to be honest. Marcelo just looks like he just wants to get out of Real Madrid. He just wants to be gone because he's just not good enough anymore, to be honest. So he made too many errors. It was a really good finish. It was terrible defending from a Real Madrid side this season, which, by the way, Real Madrid have averaged 2 goals a game, conceding wise, in every game this season. That is not good enough from a Real Madrid side who last season relied on clean sheets and a defensive organisation. Yes, they have Cristiano Ronaldo and Zidane, a team that's going to be fighting great Barcelona for the La Liga title this year. I said not in a cat's of hell chance they have doing that this season. Why? You just saw it in this game. They are bang average, not good enough. The signings they've signed are nowhere near good. Where's Diaz, the new number 7 for Real Madrid? He's single-handedly being a ghost. Asensio, I thought was going to be the next Ronaldo. He's turned into the next flop for Real Madrid. Lucas Vazquez is not good enough for me. Real Madrid have a lot of problems, a lot of work to do next season if they have any chance of fighting for Barcelona for a La Liga title, because they're nowhere near it. Girona deserved to win the game 2-1, and a huge win for them. Real Madrid, you fuckers cost me money this weekend, and I am never putting a bet on Real Madrid to win anything again. That's it. Finito. Bastards. And now we're heading to Italy in Serie, and it's a massive Champions League top 4 battle between Atalanta and AC Milan. And Atalanta were beaten by the better team. AC Milan's new number 19, the new number 9 you could call him, the new striker they've signed from Genoa in Pligtech has been fucking astonishing this since he came in. I think he's now scored 6 goals in 5 games, or it's 5 goals in 6 games. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Somebody can read that in the comments. But he's on scorching form right now. He's up there actually, to be honest, fighting for the golden boot in Serie this season. He has been a colossal signing since AC Milan signed him from Genoa, and it may be good to show that Chelsea and Atletico Madrid got the worst deal in that domino swap deal, where obviously Higuain left AC Milan to go to Chelsea, Morata left Chelsea to go to Atletico Madrid, and Genoa obviously sold their best player to go to AC Milan. So far, I think AC Milan have pretty much got a steal on their hands. And he scored 2 goals in this game, and a very, very convincing performance from AC Milan, because that is not an easy place to go this season, Atalanta. We've seen Juventus went there in the Coppa Italia and got beat. We've also seen the likes of Roma went there and they had a 3-0 fucking lead. Still just let Atalanta back in the game and Atalanta got points. So this is not an easy place to go, Atalanta, especially when they're at home. And Dusan Zapata, who's probably been their best player this season for Atalanta, he had a really struggling game. It just goes to show Romagnoli was fucking on mint. That man has some amazing tackles, some great interceptions, and he's been a fantastic player for AC Milan this season, along with many other players like Donnarumma, who's made some outstanding saves against Roma a couple of months ago. So AC Milan, they look a really good. For me, they look like the team that's going to get that last Champions League spot. I think they have the best team to get there. I think Roma are inconsistent. I also think them selling Angolan and also selling likes of Alisson and many others haven't worked, and the players they brought in are nowhere near good enough. Lazio, who's got beat this weekend by Genoa, even though they were leading that game. So for me, I do believe the last spot is going to go to AC Milan. I think they have that last Champions League spot, AC Milan, in lock and key at this moment in time. But they're going in the right direction. Atalanta, you still have had a fantastic season so far. I still think you guys can definitely get a Europa League spot, but top 4, it's starting to fade away. Now we're heading to Germany in the Bundesliga, and it's another Champions League battle as well between Frankfurt and Borussia M'Gladbach. And Frankfurt, I've really impressed with them this season so far. Bar this game was atrocious from them. Now, your top goal scorer, who's been tearing it up in the Bundesliga this season, you don't even start him. Second of all, I don't know what their system they were playing, because I feel like it didn't really work. And we all get the top goal scorer should have started. I don't know why he didn't. And obviously Costa scored the first goal. It was a very good goal, even though it was shambolic defending Gladbach, who didn't know how to defend from a corner. Gladbach did get a late equaliser. They made some really good, interesting substitutions. Alisson Plata came on. He made a massive difference, and a couple others. So they get an equaliser at the end, and I thought a draw was a fair result. I'm really impressed with Gladbach this season. They showed grit and determination after coming back from a humongous defeat last weekend at home to Hertha Berlin. They, for me, I think will finish in the Champions League places this season. I just think they have enough quality in their squad to finish third. As for Frankfurt, they're starting to slip down the table now, and that gap between them and Leipzig is now starting to open up, and I don't feel that they're going to get that last Champions League spot. I think Leipzig and Leverkusen are going to be fighting there for the last spot. Now heading back to Italy, and it's Inter Milan against Sampdoria. And Inter Milan have had a very interesting week this week. Started off by Mario Icardi, their captain, deciding not to show up to training. He was not in the squad for the game against I forget who they played in the Europa League, some team I've never heard of. And then obviously in the game, massive game against Sampdoria, he wasn't even in the squad either. And again, he was stripped of the captaincy. And Spalletti, who everybody thought if he actually lost this game, he would be sacked. He would have been sacked. But Inter showed a lot of bottom, they showed a lot of grit, and they showed a lot of desire in this game. And the thing I call leadership definitely showed for Inter, because Inter obviously took the lead in this game. I say Sampdoria struggled is best, is the word I've used. Sampdoria weren't really great, to be honest, but the two players that stepped up were Nangolan and Martinez, who scored the late. By the way, Martinez scored a late winner against the team in the Europa League this week, and so he's now taking. So I want to be the main man of this team. Obviously, Icardi's got contract problems. let me be. He's been a very good signing since, I don't know where to sign him from, but he's been a very good signing for them. Also, Nangolan came up clutch with a big goal at the end. Yes, Gabadie scored his first goal for Sampdoria. Yeah, former Southampton player actually scored a fucking goal. But I thought overall, Inter deserved to win the game. And that's enormous. I think that's the biggest win of Inter Milan's season. Because if they lost this game, oh boy, the critics would be out. Everybody would be all over the fucking papers in Italy that Accardi's let his team down, displayed under massive pressure. Just been more and more pressure in the cathedral that is Inter Milan and the San Siro. But they got enough in the end as a huge win to get bounced them back into some momentum going for now to the rest of the season. Sampdoria, I think you guys are now 10th in the league. You're just starting to slip down the table, but if you get the form back and you get Cagliari, who hasn't scored in his last couple of games now, he's going for a barren spell, I still believe you have an outside chance for Europa League spots. And now we're heading to France and Ligue 1, and it's Paris Saint-Germain against Saint Etienne. And PSG, who have a big performance against Manchester United in the Champions League this week, who crushed them literally. It was the most one-sided match I've ever seen in my life. Manchester United could not deal with PSG's midfield that were Verratti and Marquinhos. Also couldn't deal with Kylian Mbappe's pace, couldn't deal with Di Maria, who was fucking outstanding, and he was fantastic. But for this game against Saint Etienne, it wasn't really a great game to watch. Saint Etienne played really well, thought they had some big chances and deserved at least a draw. But the man at the minute, the man who's coming clutch for PSG, no Neymar, no Cavani, them two are injured at the moment in time. But the guy who is the wonder boy and the kid that's taking the world by storm, that is Kylian Mbappe. He scored the winning goal in this game. He has now scored big goals at key moments for them this season. You think obviously the game against Manchester United in the Champions League, fantastic. I mean, he made Bayer and Lindelof look bang average, you could say. He's got pace to burn. Fantastic finish against Saint Etienne. Yes, you could say the goalkeeper should have done better, but it's just a great finish. And people want to say this guy can't play as a striker. Well, he just showed he can't play as a striker. He's only 20 years old. People have to forget, he's only 20 years old. He's probably accomplished more at 20 years old than any Yuns done at 20 years old. And that's mad. That's mad. Damn. PSG another win that keeps them closer to clinching their Ligue 1 title yet again. And that just leaves the last game to talk about, which is Villarreal against Sevilla. And I said in my prediction, if you haven't already, I'll leave a link to that video in the description. I said that Sevilla will beat Villarreal 3-0. It turned out to be the opposite of that scoreline because Villarreal beat Sevilla 3-0. Yeah, tell me about it. I actually tipped Sevilla won 3-0 and then Villarreal went on and win 3-0. Also, by the way, every time I tip Villarreal to lose this season, they win. If I ever tip Villarreal to lose, just put a bet and they'll win. Simple. But like I said, Villarreal were excellent. I thought they were fantastic and they deserved their 3-0 win. I mean, Sevilla are really not good. Right now, Sevilla are really struggling. They look like a really team that just don't look like they organise. They don't look like they're back to what they're not really. Sevilla, at the start of the season, they were scoring goals for fun. They were having so much entertainment. Now they're struggling to get They're struggling to get 5 passes together. Sevilla need to find form, need to find goals, or they aren't finishing in the top 4 this season. Because right now, Getafe, Valencia, and many others are catching them at a rate of knots. As for Villarreal, that's an enormous win for you guys in your fight for relegation. And the fact of the matter is, because other teams, bar Granola, all lost this weekend, it puts them into 18th of the 19 to move up a spot. But they're so good. If they can get a couple of results together, I said that a couple months ago when they beat Real Madrid, then they always didn't win a game in 10 matches. Now they have. If they can get some results together, they can stay up. But it's going to be down to fight, hard work, and desire, like they showed in this game against Sevilla. If they can do that for the rest of the season, they will stay in La Liga. So guys, the end of the football impact for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you also put a bet on Real Madrid to win this weekend, oh boy, you shouldn't. Go into a room and just let out all the anger, all that, so much tension, so much anger that you're feeling right now. Then come back out of the room and then go to your mobile phone, click on this video and smash the godforsaken like button and click the damn well notification bell as well. Say no to drugs. Please like, subscribe. The Natural is out.